Allan Menzies was a young man adrift. He lived in a world of shadows, haunted by his own demons. His solace, or perhaps his tormentor, was a movie, Queen of the Damned. It was a vampire flick, dark and seductive. Allan watched it obsessively. He became consumed by it. He saw it over 100 times. It was more than a movie to him. It was a portal. It was a reality he desperately wanted to enter. The line between fantasy and reality blurred for Allan. He truly believed that Queen Akasha, the seductive vampire queen from the movie, was real. She was more than a character on a screen. She was a presence in his life. She spoke to him. He claimed she visited him in his dreams, a dark angel whispering in the night. Queen Akasha's voice was a siren's call, seductive and deadly. She promised Allan power. She promised him immortality. But there was a price, a blood price, a human sacrifice. Allan was torn. He craved the power Akasha offered, but the thought of taking a life filled him with dread. He wrestled with his conscience. His desire for immortality warred with his humanity. Thomas McKendrick was Allan's best friend. They had been inseparable since childhood. But in Allan's twisted mind, Thomas became an obstacle to his dark destiny. He believed Akasha demanded a sacrifice, and Thomas, his oldest friend, was the chosen one. One night, fueled by his obsession and delusion, Allan lured Thomas to his apartment. He claimed Thomas had insulted Akasha. Thomas, unsuspecting, walked into a nightmare. Section 4. A Feast for a Queen. Allan attacked Thomas with a brutality born of madness. He used knives, plunging them into his friend's flesh again and again. He used a hammer, caving in Thomas's skull. The blood, Allan believed, was an offering to Akasha. He drank it, a grotesque communion with his dark goddess. He even ate part of Thomas's brain, hoping to absorb his essence, his life force. After the deed was done, Allan wrapped Thomas's body in plastic bags and hid it. He thought he could hide from what he had done, but the guilt, the horror, was a weight he couldn't escape. Section 5. Justice and Finality. The police found Thomas's body 6 weeks later. The evidence against Allan was overwhelming. He confessed to the murder, his words a chilling testament to his insanity. He was deemed mentally unfit to stand trial, but was ordered to be detained indefinitely in a secure psychiatric hospital. Years later, in 2004, Allan Menzies was found dead in his cell. He died alone, haunted by the ghost of his friend and the whispers of a vampire queen that may have only existed in his mind.